The Maldives is the ultimate bucket list destination, famous for crystal clear lagoons and iconic overwater villas. But let's be real, when most people see these views, they're thinking one thing: how much does a trip to the Maldives actually cost? Over the last few videos, we've shown you how we got to the Maldives, where we stayed, and every single activity we packed into our 5-day trip. From sunset dolphin cruises to the best food we've eaten, it's been wonderful. But now the vacation is over and the bill is due. We're opening up our accounts and breaking down every single dollar we spent, from the hidden taxes you've never heard of to some ways we saved a little money. Whether you're planning a honeymoon or just wondering if this paradise is actually affordable, stick around. This is the complete, honest budget breakdown of what we spent for 5 days in the Maldives. Let's start at the very beginning, getting to the Maldives. Unless you're swimming here, a major cost will be your international flight into Villana International Airport in Malé. Flight prices fluctuate wildly depending on where you're flying from. We're based in Minnesota, so we're always flying out of MSP, which can be pretty expensive since it's dominated by Delta. For our trip to the Maldives, we took a positioning flight to JFK. From JFK, we flew to the Maldives on Virgin Atlantic with a stopover in London. Here's the secret to how we actually made this trip happen. For our international flights, we didn't pay the standard cash price of around $1,500 per person. We were able to offset the cost of flights by using a Delta Companion Pass for our domestic flight and by transferring credit card points to Virgin Atlantic for our long-haul flights. If you can, try to book a flight that lands in Malé before 3 p.m. If you arrive later than that, you might get stuck spending an extra night in the capital because of the transfer. This is the part that catches most people off guard. Once you land in the Maldives, you aren't there yet. Most resorts require a secondary trip via a speedboat or a seaplane. Which one will entirely depend on your resort. If your resort is close to the airport, they will usually use a speedboat transfer. If your resort is farther away, it will typically be a seaplane. Meridien Maldives is far enough away that they use a seaplane transfer. While the seaplane has some incredible views, it's also a major budget buster, costing us $565 per person round trip. Keep in mind, this is usually billed through your resort, not the airline. One thing to watch out for, seaplanes have a very strict luggage weight limit, usually around 20 kilos. If you're a heavy packer, those overweight bag fees can add up before you even check into your resort. Before we even stepped foot onto our resort, our getting there total was $1,916 and 39,000 credit card points. Now for the part you've all been waiting for, the Overwater Villa. This is the dream, right? Waking up to the sound of the ocean literally underneath your feet? But let's talk numbers, because this is usually the biggest chunk of any Maldives budget. A room like ours will usually set you back at least $600 per night, but for our 5-night stay, the total came out to a whopping $0. We used 5 free night awards that we earned through our hotel credit card, which is how we maximized our stay here. While the room was free, remember that you still have to budget for the resort's mandatory transfer fee and other taxes and fees. Now let's talk about the one thing points and miles don't usually cover, the food. When you're at a resort in the Maldives, you're essentially a captive audience. Since you're on a private island, you're eating at the resort the whole time, and the prices reflect that. Most resorts offer meal plans with a range of options available. Meridien Maldives offers several to choose from, including breakfast only, half board, full board, all-inclusive, and premium all-inclusive. If you love cocktails by the pool or eating 3 full meals a day, the all-inclusive plans might be the way to go. But for us, we actually opted out of meal plans and paid for each meal individually. If you decide to go a la carte like us, be prepared for some sticker shock. A simple burger can easily run you $30 to $40, and that's before the 27% taxes and service charges are added to the bill. The good news is there are some ways to save money on food during your trip. First up, breakfast. The buffet is huge, and a large breakfast can easily keep you full beyond lunch. Another way to save on breakfast is through room service. Room service breakfast for one person had enough food for both of us, and that saved us $40 right there. One more way to save? Don't raid the minibar when you want a snack. Plan ahead and bring some fun snacks from home. Including taxes and fees, here's everything we spent on food at the resort. Dinner at Tabe Masu, $320. Breakfast buffet at Turquoise, $90. Beach barbecue dinner, $306. Dinner buffet at Turquoise, $125. Room service breakfast, $38. Room service lunch, $102. Dinner at Riviera, $205. Room service lunch, $51. Dinner at Villa, $182. When you add up all the meals we had at Le Meridien, our total for food came to $1,419. Once you're settled into your villa, it's time for the fun part, the activities. But in the Maldives, those once-in-a-lifetime experiences come with a price tag. Our two most expensive activities were the Sunset Dolphin Cruise and the local island tour. Each were around $120 per person. Seeing hundreds of spinner dolphins right next to our boat was incredible, and experiencing a local island from the perspective of someone who lives there was priceless. For everything you pay for in the Maldives, there's a 10% service charge and an additional 17% tourism tax, so that already pricey excursion just got even more expensive. But here's the good news. You don't have to spend a fortune to see some of the best parts of the Maldives. We spent hours snorkeling right outside our villa for a grand total of absolutely nothing. Most luxury resorts include high-quality snorkel gear for free, and the house reef at Le Meridien is top-notch. During our stay, we paid for a sushi class, the Sunset Dolphin Tour, and the local island tour. Our total spent on activities came to $625. Alright, it's time to add it all up. If we paid the standard cash rate for this 5-day trip, including the international flights and seaplane transfer, the Overwater Villa, the full board meal plan, and the activities, the total would be staggering. It's nearly $10,000. For most people, that's a once-in-a-lifetime luxury vacation or a dream honeymoon. But because we leveraged our miles and points and stayed off the meal plan, our actual out-of-pocket costs looked very different, including our flights and seaplane transfer, the Overwater Villa, our meals, and every activity we did. We saved thousands on this luxury vacation. So the big question, is the Maldives worth it? Even with the rising taxes and service charges, there are ways you can offset your costs, from using miles and points for flights or hotels, to saving on food by staying off the meal plan. You can have a luxury vacation in the Maldives without breaking your budget. We hope this video inspires you to start planning your dream trip. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.